Well, can it get any worse? There are now an average of 74 car break-ins each day in San Francisco.
Tonight, we continue our investigative series by taking you for a ride along with undercover police officers. You'll hear what they think are the biggest roadblocks to stopping these crimes and the possible solutions.
Senior investigative reporter Bigad Shaban is back on this story for us. Bigad.
The smash, the grab, and the chase.
Move in, uniforms moving in.
Car burglaries are the most frequent crime in San Francisco. More than 19,000 reported to police so far this year. When you adjust for population differences, that's roughly triple the rates in Dallas and Los Angeles. And in San Francisco, the thieves get away with it more than 98% of the time.
Hey, just let me know when you guys are reset.
To find out why, we rode along with San Francisco Police Sergeant Matt Pera.
Hey, did we get a photo of that victim vehicle?
He heads a team of undercover officers who spend a majority of their shifts trying to catch those committing car break-ins in San Francisco's hardest hit areas, which also happen to be the city's biggest tourist attractions, like Fisherman's Wharf and Union Square. Car burglaries have spiked here 187% compared to last year. Granted, 2020 was not a typical year. Car break-ins were at record lows since the pandemic kept tourists out of San Francisco. But even compared to pre-pandemic levels, car break-ins in this area are still up 9%.
It's become very organized. They know exactly what to do with the items when they retrieve them. Stolen goods, they have individuals that they sell the items to.
This is their full-time job.
Yeah, I believe so.
The criminals are known for their speed. Just 10 seconds or less, and they're gone.
With it happening so quickly, how do you expect to actually catch these people?
In my opinion, they've gotten better, faster, they're smarter. But that just means that us as officers have to be a little bit better, faster, and smarter than them.
But Sergeant Pera tells us an already difficult job has been made nearly impossible by the district attorney's office, which he says is often far too lenient on those accused of committing these crimes.
We're arresting the same individuals over and over, and it doesn't seem like they're being held accountable.
He says 1 out of every 2 people his team arrests for committing a car break-in is someone they've arrested before for doing the exact same thing.
It tells us that there's minimal repercussions for their actions.
As we drove around the city, one of Sergeant Pera's fellow officers radioed in an update about someone he spotted.
Casing cars, casually casing Prius.
We just heard one member of your team say that he's actually just casing car after car.
A few minutes later, a hit. These tourists from Europe returned to find their car window smashed and their luggage and passports gone. Police tell us one man drove the getaway car, while another jumped out to steal the bags. Just as he tossed them into the car, police rushed towards him.
Move in, uniforms moving in.
The driver sped off, leaving behind his partner, Lafayette Davenport. He's only 26, but has a lengthy criminal record. Court documents show he was already awaiting trial on 2 other car break-in charges from earlier this year. And late last year, he was convicted of taking part in 4 separate robberies. 2 of them involved a gun. He was also caught with heroin and cocaine that officers say he intended to sell. According to former prosecutors, Davenport could have faced more than 11 years in state prison, but instead served just 8 months at the local jail and wasn't required to take part in any type of rehabilitative program, like job training or counseling.
They're generally released on their own recognizance and or released with ankle monitoring or at-home detention.
In fact, sources at the police department, as well as current and former prosecutors at the district attorney's office, tell us even when criminals are caught and convicted of a car break-in, in most, if not all of those cases, the district attorney's office cuts plea deals, allowing the thieves to spend just a couple of days or sometimes just a few hours in jail, even though state law allows for up to 3 years in prison for committing a car break-in.
This is something that affects all of us as San Franciscans.
District Attorney Chesa Boudin recently invited reporters to a press conference to hear his plan for combating crime in San Francisco. So we asked him about the criticism he's facing.
What do you say to those who say your office, frankly, has been too lenient on criminals?
Well, if people don't feel safe in San Francisco, we have work to do, and we'll do whatever it takes to make people feel safe.
Recall Chesa Boudin!
But the DA's critics, who've launched a recall campaign against him, say Boudin has been too soft on so-called petty crimes, like car break-ins, and say that's allowed criminals to become even more brazen, like those caught on camera, fleeing from that recent rash of mob-style robberies at stores in Union Square. Assistant Police Chief Michael Redman addressed that issue at the DA's news conference.
There has to be consequence. If there's no consequence, we're going to see things continue to happen. And we have to partner to make sure that, especially the people that are out there committing it on numerous occasions, that they're held accountable.
So, Mr. Boudin, he's talking about a lack of consequences, sir. It's your office responsible for doling out those consequences. What do you have to say?
We're going to move on to another question. Yeah.
That's a DA's office spokesperson chiming in.
Mr. Boudin never did give us an answer, but his office has consistently pointed the finger back at police, saying officers only make arrests in fewer than 2% of all the car break-ins reported throughout the city.
Regardless of who's to blame, San Francisco streets still glisten with broken glass, with an average of 74 smash and grabs in the city each day. But even if police happen to be close by when a car is broken into, there is no guarantee they'll be able to keep up with the criminals.
We just got to this car break-in here. Officers managed to follow the getaway car for about 15 minutes, but after running through a couple of red lights, cops eventually lost them.
In San Francisco, police are not allowed to speed after cars in cases involving non-violent crimes, like car break-ins. That's to avoid hitting innocent bystanders. But whatever the roadblock, there are still new victims every day.
This side and the other side.
Laura Hudson and her family were visiting from Florida when their rental van was broken into. All her kids' luggage, pajamas, even stuffed animals taken.
I'm really disappointed. Like this is kind of put a big, huge damper on my trip that I was looking so much forward to.
What does this mean for your chances of ever coming back to San Francisco?
You know what? I just said to my husband, I said, that just ruins my whole feeling. Now I have a bad taste in my mouth for San Francisco, and I hate to be that way because I've only been here one other time.
And the number of tourists flying into the city nowadays is still down about 45% compared to pre-pandemic levels. So with visitors already leery, some worry crime concerns are only making things worse. Right now, you can catch up on our series of investigations by logging onto our website. There, you can compare San Francisco's current car break-in rate to other major cities. And we'll take you to one block that's seen as many as 10 car burglaries in a single day. That's all at NBCBayArea.com/investigations. With the investigative unit, I'm Bigad Shaban.